In 1912, a rare book collector, Wilfrid Voynich, found a book with an unknown author and with indecipherable language. In the book, there are a lot of weirdest drawings of real imaginary plants, floating castles, astrology diagrams, and naked women. There are 230 pages in the book, but there is some evidence that some of the pages are missing, and there are some false pages of different sizes. So, who wrote this book? When? Why? There are a lot of theories, but today we are going to talk about the top theories behind this book. When Voynich found the book, he was 100% sure the book contains the future. By the manuscript and the drawing, Voynich thought the book was written in the 13th century by Roger Bacon, and the book contains some secret guide to the theory of alchemy. And Voynich himself was trying to sell the book for $100,000. The theory of alchemy is a theory that deals with half witchcraft and half science at the same time, combination by science and magic. Unfortunately for Voynich, he died before he could solve this mystery, but the mystery didn't die with him. When Voynich died, the book passed to his wife, and eventually the book was transferred to Yale University in 1969, which it stays until today. When Yale University uploaded some pages of the book in 2004, the book became famous and popular, and many people came up with a lot of theories and some breakthroughs. But the most important breakthrough was in 2009. Investigators didn't know what was written in the book, but they knew the materials it was made from. The book is gauze made of calf skin, and because it's made from organic material, it can be dated by carbon emissions. Dated is determined the historical date of any archaeological object. So, the investigator took some sampling from the book, and the results were very surprising. Apparently, the book is from the 15th century, about 140 years after Roger Bacon died. Just like that, Voynich's theory was refuted. So now we came to the start. Until someone finds the answer in 2017. According to Dr. Edith Sherwood, the Voynich Manuscript was written by none other than Leonardo da Vinci. Both Leonardo da Vinci and the author of the Voynich Manuscript was writing in a writing style called miniature writing. Also, both of them didn't write in big letters and punctuation marks, without using paragraphs, and they didn't write in cursive, but on one page there is the most interesting clue. In the page, you can see a map of Paris with 15 naked women who sit in something that looks like a birthbed. The women seem to be pregnant, besides one woman, and with that woman there is a baby. The woman holds a decorated thread with a star at the end, but the rest of the women hold ordinary threads. To Dr. Sherwood, the page described a birth process. The race and the deer represent the month April, and down to the 15 women, she believes that the birth occurred on April 15. The woman with the baby is placed around 10 o'clock. And guess when Leonardo da Vinci was born? He was born on April 15, 1452, around 10 p.m. So, did Leonardo da Vinci was writing the Voynich Manuscript? We'll never know. In 2016, some computer scientists from University of Alberta in Canada started to do an amazing thing with the Voynich Manuscript. The project was directed by Professor Greg Kondrak. The goal of the project is to build an AI which can scan any language from human history, and it will be able to identify, understand, and analyze it. With the right item of data, perhaps it will be crack codes. People programmed the AI to recognize all existing linguistic tempers and compare them to existing languages, and it can do that thousands times faster than humans. So, it's worth a shot. After weeks of researching, the computer gives an answer. According to the AI, the Voynich Manuscript was written in Hebrew. Hebrew is a very interesting language, and it can be a very good answer. Also, the computer science team think that every word in the Voynich Manuscript is written in the alphabet order. The alphabet order is an encryption method in which each word is written in the alphabetical order. For example, the pattern of the word cat is act, but it can be also the pattern of the word act, so it's tricky. In addition, in Hebrew there are no director letters, so the team had to go word by word, and when you think you got the first word, you go to the second word, but if both words don't have any sense together, you start from the beginning. Unfortunately, the AI goal wasn't to crack the Voynich Manuscript, so they stopped here. Without cracking the code, there are no evidence that this theory is correct. When people are trying to figure out what is written in the Voynich Manuscript, and after a dead end and dead end and dead end, there's one question that doesn't stop bothering them. No one wants to say that out loud, but what if everyone is just wasting their time? This is my favorite theory. The fake theory can be the easiest solution, but what if it's the truth? So who can fake that? I talked about none other than Wilfried Voynich himself. First, he had a financial motive. He traveled all over the world in an attempt to convince people that he found a secret book which contains the theory of alchemy and it was written by Roger Bacon. Also, he tried to sell this book for $100,000. So people say, wait, there's no evidence that the book is real before the time Voynich lived. So how could Voynich fake the book? The book is the girls made of calfskin from the 15th century, and it was nearly impossible for any man in the modern world to gain access to ancient girls. But short time before Voynich found the book, he was purchased the collection of Libreria Franceschi in Italy. This is a private collection that includes more than 500,000 books, maps, booklets, and other manuscripts. We can't say that for sure, but probably between all the collection Voynich purchased, there were a lot of empty girls from the 15th century. But what about the ink? Voynich had an education as a chemist from the time he was a student at Moscow State University. When he was busy in his works on recovery of things, he secretly concocted ink and dyes to restore books and manuscripts. So, according to this theory, Voynich purchased the girls, concocted the ink, faked the book, and there you go, it's all ready. If it's a fake, really, what a fake! The craziest thing is if Voynich tried to fake the book, he clearly failed. Voynich never succeeded in selling the book. In 2016, Yale University Library scanned and uploaded all the pages of the Voynich manuscript to the internet, so that anyone with a theory can help solve the riddle which is called the Voynich Manuscript.